Hello everybody, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Been working around the house, all that kind of stuff. But today I want to give you a lesson for those of you. Some of it's going to be review. For some of you it's going to be brand new. But I'm going to teach you how to make a network cable with RJ45 connectors. So, tools you need for this job are this like handy dandy combination crimper. It has the color codes on it. You can cut wires, you can strip wires. So this is a handy dandy tool made by Klein for networking RJ45. You can get these at, I don't know, I bought these off of Amazon. They're like 45 bucks, but well worth the money. Next, you'll probably want to have a pair of cutters. Okay, these are commonly called side cutters. Okay, or diagonal cutters because they have a diagonal thing to cut the wires. And then, last but not least, you're going to want some kind of a cable tester. Okay, this is one we have, which is very cool because we can take this piece here off. And it is a remote piece that I can plug it in somewhere down the line to test other cables in other rooms or on a switch or something like that. So I'm going to put that right back on. And a live video, you can't beat it. There we go. All back together. Alright, so in order to do this, you will have to have the color code, so you need to know how to make the cable. So one way to do that is, if you can see my screen here, you can see I downloaded this picture off the internet. It's just a simple, in this case it's a rollover cable. We're not going to make that. We're going to just totally disregard this side over here. We're more interested in this side. So in these wires, okay, there are 4 pairs: orange, green, blue, and brown. Okay, and they're twisted together for a reason. We'll talk about that in a minute. But this is the order on which you need to line the wires up to make an RJ45T568B standard cable. Okay, and generally this is what we use in the industry for patch cables to go from like computer to router, from router to switch, or computer to switch, anything like that. Okay, so you can connect through the Ethernet cable and you'll have a faster connection due to the speed of wire versus Wi-Fi. Okay, so that is that, and we'll get started with the cable and switching back to my view. Hopefully this is working. Yeah, I'm wearing a hat. Just to let you know, I did a quarantine haircut. Did this myself. Yep, it's gone. Whatever. Put the hat back on so you don't have to look at that scary looking head. Okay, so I'm going to take my cable tool. I'm going to switch views here to my, or maybe not. Okay, so we're going to use this document camera to complete the rest of this. Just adjust the camera a little bit. I know I'm no professional YouTuber, not trying to be. I'm just a teacher trying to teach from home during this COVID-19 virus thing. Okay, so first I have a length of cable. Really doesn't matter. And this cable is a Cat 5e UTP cable. Okay, and you can see all that information. I know I probably can't read it, but it's all right there on the sheathing of your cable. It gives you all the information. So UTP means unshielded twisted pair. Okay, so this is like your general purpose cable. You can run it a lot of places, but you got to be careful to run it near things like motors or fluorescent lights, okay, that kind of thing, because it's not shielded, so your information could get corrupted. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the tool and we're going to strip back like, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches, doesn't matter. Okay, just gives you an easier way to get at the cable. And notice when I did that, I used this round part here and I just put the cable in and twist it back and forth, and it kind of nicks the outside. I take it out and twist it to get it off. And I want to save this piece because I'm going to actually use it for something. Alright, so you can see here I have all those colors, and this is Cat 5e. It's easier to work with than Cat 6, and it might be a good way to start. So first thing I did was line up all my pairs in the right order. Okay, and let's see if we can get better. Okay, so hopefully everyone can see that. I know I don't have the best equipment here at home, but I'm trying. Okay, so each pair is twisted, okay, and that's to help with EMI and RFI, electromagnetic interference or radio frequency interference. Okay, and the key is when we make this, we want to keep the twist as tight as we can, and we will because we're going to use this connector here, this RJ45 connector, which is 8 slots, and this is what we call a pass-through connector, so the wires go right straight through it, and we can push the sheeting up in there, and it'll be a lot better than the other style. Now we have to untwist all of these. I know I said you got to keep the twist, but you'll see in a minute. And that's where this comes in handy. You can use this sheathing to untwist them. You just got to start breaking the pair apart. Okay, and then untwist it. Just like that. And then you do the blue ones. You can do it by hand if you want, but I think this is the way to go because it just it's like magical how this works. So I'm just going to keep doing it that way. And do this one. Okay, so we have all the wires untwisted. Next thing we want to do is they're all kind of crinkly. Okay, we want to get those as straight as possible. And a good way to do that is with the black stick or screwdriver or something like that. And you just put the wire between your thumb and the black stick and pull. And see, look at that, straightens it right out. You can even do a couple at a time. You don't have to do them all individually, but the straighter you get them, the better they're going to line up, the easier they'll go in the connector, and life will be good. You know, once you get a few of these under your belt, you'll be like, oh, this is not hard. So once again, I wanted the color code orange, white. You can see orange, white, orange. And then I have a green, white wire. So I'm going to kind of line those wires up. And then a blue. I don't know why I didn't design it. And then a blue, white. And then a green. And then the brown, white. And then the brown. So now I have them in order. I have them pinched between my finger and thumb, and reason for that is I'm going to reach over with my other hand like this and grab all the wires, and then I'm going to make sure they're in the same order. Okay, and then I grab them all, and I kind of do this accordion thing and see how it makes them all go right beside each other. Very, very sweet. That'll make it easier to go in the connector. Okay, so nice and flat. I want to make sure my sheathing is up as far as I can get it. It is. Double check my color code, and I can see my orange and white one kind of flipped around on me. So I want to make sure. Take your time doing this. Make sure you get it right. Orange, white, orange, green, white, blue, blue, white, green, blue, white, green, brown, white, and brown. Okay, so Once again, make sure they're all in the right order. Okay, and they are. And green, white, blue, blue, white, green, brown, white, brown. Check, double check, triple check. And then you can slide them in the cutter all the way down. This is the straight cutter, and it'll cut all the wires straight across. Okay, and then the key is to keep holding on to those, and then the connector. And then if I look at the connector, it has a tab on it. I don't know if you can see the tab. It's kind of hard. Yeah, there it is right there. So if the tab is facing down towards the floor and the open end is facing towards you, okay, you see the gold connectors. What we're going to do is slide the orange side in so it's on the left-hand side. So we just slide those all the way in. Notice how they slide right through. These are sweet connectors because the older style connector, you had to make sure they were all down to the end, and it was kind of hard to see because what happens is when you crimp it, these gold contacts actually bite right into the wire. We call those like vampire contacts because they bite right into the wire. So before I crimp it, I want to double check. Is my color code right? Orange, white, orange, green, white, blue, blue, white, green, brown, white, brown. Is to make sure that the sheathing of the cable is pushed in as far as I can get it. Because the more I can put that in, the better this connection is going to be when I go to test it. Okay, and also there's a part right here that the crimper also crimps that's puts strain relief. It crimps it onto the sheathing so when you pull back the cable won't come out. Another thing you can do is you can put a strain relief boot on those. You can get those just about anywhere, Amazon, eBay, wherever. But for this purpose we're just going to put it in the crimper. So if I look at the crimper, I can see this is the slot it goes in. And if I look at the crimper, I can also see the color code right here. Orange, white, orange, green, white, blue, blue, white, green, brown, white, brown. Because we're using the T568B. So when I put the connector in, the color should line up with this. So here we go. I'm going to feed it in there. Make sure it's all pushed in. And then what's going to happen is it's going to crimp and it's going to cut the ends off at the same time. And I usually give it a couple of crimps. And when you're done, it looks just like that. And I can pull on it and it's good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this. I'm going to do the other end and then I'm going to show you how to test the cable. Okay, welcome back. So I completed the other end. So now I have two ends completed, and now I'm going to check, make sure my cable is good. And I'm going to use this cable tester. It's made by Triplite. Now this is like a pro model. It's not cheap at all. It's a couple $100, but you can get them for like 10-15 bucks on Amazon, or I think I've seen them at Home Depot. But yeah, so this cable tester does a lot more stuff that I need it to do for some of the other networking stuff we do. So I turned it on and you can see it's set to data, and I'm going to go ahead and choose cable test. You can see it blinking. I click OK, and then it goes to the cable test. You can see the hammer like he's, I don't know what it's hammered, but I'm going to plug it in the one end and then plug it in the other end, and then it's going to test my cable. And you can see my cable passed, and it gives me a length. It's a rough estimate on length. It's more accurate the longer your cable is. So you can see 1 goes to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, and it passed. If it failed, I'll just show you. If I unplug it, you can see how it failed. Okay, so it is a good cable. Okay, so we just completed the lesson on how to make an RJ45 patch cable for networking, so we can connect our network devices to them, like a switch, a router, Apple TV, whatever. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope you learned something from this, and go make a cable. All right, catch you later.